Yo, 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 what's good, my brother?
Son, what's going on, bro?
We back again,
Yes, sir.
and we moving with these, ain't we?
Yeah, man. Like I think, like, what is this episode? 3.5?
This is 3.5, right?
Yeah,
This is 3.5, yeah.
3.5.
So the point .5 I just add on episodes to the original number. So technically this is episode 1, 2, point five,
Yeah, you got
3,
five.
and then 3. Yeah, episode 5. Yeah. So that means we're full steam ahead,
Yeah, definitely.
breaking the narrative. So
Yeah.
3.5 means that we're gonna chime on the episode number 3, which was high school crushes and just females in general.
Yeah.
Mike talked me into trying to admit who I got crush on now.
I didn't. Nope. I didn't do. Don't
Yeah,
try and
like,
blame me for that.
So he, instead of me making a fool about myself in high school, he wants me to make a fool about myself now.
Don't blame me.
He got a gun to my head right now.
I can prove it. I'm doing the Birdman hand rub right now. I have no
That's me
gun
doing
in
that's,
my
that-
hand.
that's me doing that. He
Nah,
got
stop
the
lying.
gun, he got the guns in my head. Nah, but yeah. Then we're just gonna get into like random topics about girls in general. You know.
Yeah.
So you with that? This is one of them foolery ones right here, y'all.
Yeah, where my man Abe can take the lead, and I don't, I don't necessarily have to do much, man.
Yeah, because you know Mike's like he's a smooth operator, y'all. So
No, I'm not.
yeah, he is, y'all. He,
No, I'm not.
you know, I'm more so the train wreck when it comes to females. So
Train wreck.
yeah, train wreck.
At first, you were the best. What?
Anything bad, that's what I am, y'all. Anything train wreck, abyss, dark hole, you know, crash plane, like burning car, Titanic, like anything bad. That's what it is. That's what it is with me and females.
Man, the tsunami.
Yeah, tidal wave, high tide. You know? Like I can go on all night. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was about to say Steph Curry in the finals, but
Hey,
he been balling. He balled out. You know, the last couple times he was in the finals. Yeah, but
oh, you could just say playoff P.
yeah, pandemic P.
Pandemic P.
Hey, perfect analogy. I mean, it's just like that. Perfect analogy. That's what Paul George in the playoffs is what I am with females, y'all. Hitting the side of the backboard, airballing, playing bad and blaming Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly good. Great shit, Mike. Look at Mike on fire already, y'all. On fire already. That's great shit.
Yeah,
Pandemic.
I got my Human Torch going, man.
Yeah.
Flame on.
Flame on. Hey, we getting ready for the 21st. Hey.
Yeah, man. You already done talked about it. 2.5, man. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, I need my matter powers, bro.
Yeah. You know what? We was talking about the powers and all that. You know what would be a cool power? To have control over all the females.
All right, now you're going too far.
I'm not going far enough.
No,
you know?
you going too far.
Like it ain't no character like that, is it?
I think we call him Drake or The Weeknd.
Yeah, see, yeah, I can get them. I have, I have it better than them. You know what I'm saying? Just hypnotize all the females and shit. Get them. Yeah, I need that. How Aquaman got the water animals and all that. I be the same way, but with the females though. Hey God,
Nah,
21st is the day after tomorrow. You hear my cries. Please bless up. But
Yo.
that's a 4-minute intro, so we we already cooking with gas.
Yo.
Let's.
Hey, we ain't even cooking with gas, bro.
Yeah,
We cooking with lava right now,
yeah,
dog.
we got the charcoal right now, But we're gonna get into these crushes because I ain't get to fully disclose everybody that I had crushes on in high school.
And then he did want to touch on like a little bit after high school as well. So
Yeah, y'all see how you
look
keep
forward
bringing
to
it
that.
up. See how you keep bringing it up.
No,
y'all.
you
know,
mentioned
know,
that.
yeah.
You mentioned that.
I do it, y'all. I do it.
I hate you, though. I hate you.
I
so
admit who I
much.
got a little feeling a little something for. You know what I'm saying? But first, let me take it back to high school. This is the year 2007. So, of course, I mentioned a few females previously, but there was a couple more that we didn't get to talk about because of time constraints. So, 12th grade, we had this math class, right, Mike? And every chick in the class was just phenomenal. You know, like it was just, no matter what type of female you like, we had that in that math class.
Yeah, Forestville was filled with them.
Yes, it was, right? So it used to be me and Mo. Shout out to my bro Maurice. It used to be Wayne. I think his last name was Dawson, Boohead.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Wayne, man. I forgot the light skinned cuz name. I forgot his name. But it's 4 of us, essentially. So what we used to do is we would pick 4 girls out the class, and we'd take a piece of paper, fold it in 4, you know what I'm saying? And each one of us would write like a little poem to like a girl across the class or something. And we'd just like send it over. And we going smack as a group, you know, we a team, the Fantastic Four, you know what I'm saying? And
which one were you?
What's the rock looking down thing? Yeah, I'm probably more so thing. You know, Mo was probably like, you know, flame on.
One of the other lady. I mean, to be honest, there was a female in there too. So
yeah, that would have to be light skin, cuz. No offense, bro. You know, when you out there, we love you, but.
Oh, that's wrong.
Nah, cause you know, when we used to join in the class, cuz used to like he'd laugh so hard, he'd start slobbing like real hard. You know what I'm saying? So you know, remind me of a female. So he got to be because what was the 4th one? A visible person or something, right?
No.
Well, the female was a.
Yeah, the female was.
All right. So who was the leader? What was the leader?
It was Mr. Fantastic. Stretch.
Oh yeah, Stretch. All right. So I guess Wayne could be that. You know what I'm saying? But that was more so thing. That was me. You know, because I resembled The Rock. It's like nah, but
that was corny as fuck.
Those the ones that work, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so we used to go smack, and it was like it used to be Amber, who you were close friends with.
Yeah, Amber Holmes.
Anaya, who at the time was my crush for that class. It was so many girls. I used to have like a crush in every class almost. Yeah.
It seemed like it. It seemed like with me, it sort of seemed like it too.
Yeah, like it was just somebody in every class. You was just like, God damn, girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was Carmelita, who I also had like a slight crush on.
Hilliard.
Yeah, Hilliard, dark skin, look like a goddess now. I like her now. I can't even say before later on. I admit I like her now. You know what I'm saying? So, Carmelita, you hear this? I'm gonna buy a couple bottles of that vodka you be selling. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna post up on the beach or something. You know, we're gonna vibe. You know what I'm saying? Right. But anyways,
statement, Cotton. We'll see how this pans out.
But anyways, yeah. So we used to, and it was the girl Tierra Pelham. You know, free her. She's in jail right now. I don't know. It's looking like she might not come home.
Oh yeah,
with the body, you know, catching bodies. But man, did she have one? I like that segue. I like that segue right there, right?
No.
She's out here catching bodies, y'all.
Hey.
But man, did she have a banging one?
Man, like
she was like Meg the Stallion before Meg the Stallion.
Hey, y'all can keep him. I ain't gonna deal with him today. Y'all can keep him.
Oh, there also was a girl named Tania I used to have a big crush on, and that also stretched after high school, but that didn't work out. But I can get into that as well. So, anyways, we used to write these poems and these letters, and nobody never got any of the girls, you know.
Yeah.
But we was going smack, and I used to like I'm throwing pickup lines in the poems. I'm motherfucking, you know, you was my homework. I do you every day. You know, you remind me of my pinky toe. I'm trying to bang you on the coffee table later on. Like I'm just throwing everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just, you know, roses are red, flowers are blue. Give me a chance, let me hook up with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just throwing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
And of course, you know, the girls would laugh, and sometimes they would write little petty stuff back. You know, well, you don't got enough money for me, or you know, Yeah, let me know when you get your own house or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's some toxic shit.
Yeah,
High school.
Yeah.
We
We like 17, 18 at the time. You know, you saying shit like that. You know.
Fuck, I look like Bow Wow.
But yeah, we definitely had some grand times as far as like that went. So that was like the high school thing. It's endless stories for real, because of course, like, you know, I can admit this years later, I used to have the yearbook class, and I wasn't a big fan of the yearbook. I should have stayed in the class so I could have had more of a input of the yearbook, because I felt like I should have got some superlatives that other people got. It should have been me. You know what I'm saying? 2007, the most funniest nigga. I felt like that should have been me. You know what I'm saying? But the person who won was in my camp. It was Lil Anthony.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
Anthony,
right. Exactly right. Exactly right.
Anthony was funny. But
exactly, look, Mike. I ain't never told this story to Mike, and look what his first reaction was. Look, exactly right. Look, even if it wasn't me, you already felt like it shouldn't have been him. And I love, and you ever listen to this? I love you, bro. But come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Exactly.
In high school, I mean, I love, like, Anthony was funny as hell. That was my man. But
bro,
he wasn't the funniest.
Right, bro.
He was sitting in the corner with, like, every morning, he sitting in the corners with us when we sitting there joning on each other.
Right.
He was always the one, like, he usually, like, kept quiet, but if you said something to him,
he would
say something back.
Yeah.
It would be funny.
He could, Joan,
yeah,
but he wasn't
could
like,
if he wanted to.
He wasn't like, we was like kings of the comedy.
Yeah.
Like Cedric the Entertainer and all them.
Yeah,
and he was like a tail under that. You know, what's a tail? Oh, man. George Lopez or somebody.
Hey, yo, George Lopez. Damn. George Lopez. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Is George Lopez funny? I don't know. He was the first thing that popped in my mind because I was on the TV show.
George Lopez. Oh man, yeah, y'all could definitely keep his ass after this, man. I ain't dealing with this nigga no more.
It was before I go back to the story, it was a time where my mom just thought George Lopez was like the funniest thing smoking. And she used to watch the TV show. And so one day I sat up there and I said, you know what? Let me sit up here and watch this show. And she's just like having the time of her life, like watching George Lopez. And I'm looking and I'm like, yo, like this nigga is like mad corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I ain't even, you know how when you about to laugh, you feel like that chemical building up inside of you?
Yeah.
I never even did that. Like, the chemical never even released inside me for me to be like, to even chuckle or anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. The entrance was fire.
Yeah.
You know, and then they jumping up and down all in slow motion. Yeah, that's fire. But then it's like,
That nigga definitely embraced the hell out of his heritage. I ain't gonna hold you.
Facts. That's I didn't know if that's the tier under the, because they was the Latin kings of comedy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I felt like I should have stayed in that class. But the reason why I didn't stay in that class is because I started skipping in gym. My bro Mel was in that class. Shout out to my brother.
Yeah, shout out to Mel.
But the crush of my life was also in that class, and that was Desiree.
Yeah, I heard this story a few times.
Yeah, and it was like I wanted to be around her so bad that I started skipping in this class just to be around her. Also because they tried to take me out of gym, and I already paid for a gym uniform, and they weren't trying to give me a refund. So yeah. But yeah, that was my little boo thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, almost made it to the prom. You know, if I wasn't talking to Donise, she would have made it probably. You know, I don't know if I would have got the goodies at the end of the night. You know, I mean, I probably would have. You know, nah, because then I probably would have met her. I'd met her Desiree.
Slim.
Yeah.
Too far.
My bad.
Too far.
That'd ruin my life because me having a kid prom night, that'd have been crazy. But yeah, she done had one. It's probably good if it ain't work out. All right. But anyways, so we gonna fast forward to now. What were you crushing on?
You can if you want to. As far as like my crushes were concerned, like I had the exact same crushes from the last one. Like my crushes stayed the same.
Mike ain't no fun.
My crushes
stayed
like
the same girls.
No, my crushes stayed the same. I really didn't have much.
He done seen a million girls since then, and he ain't crushing on nobody. That's crazy.
No, I'm talking about in high school. Like I'm talking to 12th grade.
Oh yeah, 12th grade.
From like then on, all right, yeah, I did. But I'm talking about like in 12th grade, it was like you got the same thing, like episode 2, well, 3, episode 3, like you got just the
kid.
All that. I mean, the kid was not. She wasn't senior year. Senior year.
She was episode 2 though.
I mean, yeah, but that I'm talking about senior year.
Let's talk about senior year. Who was senior year?
Yeah, just senior year. Like it was pretty much like the same people. Like I mean, I had crush on Natalia for like a couple days.
Shout out to Natalia, man.
Yeah, like I talked about that in episode 3, and then I had a crush on Amber for a little while.
Shout out to Amber, yeah. Even though she carried me one time.
Oh yeah. You think they want to hear that story?
Do they?
Yo,
do they?
We'll give them that story in due time.
We'll give them in due time.
In due time.
Go ahead.
But as far as like crushes in general, bro, like I really didn't have like a whole bunch because I was just trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna graduate. Because after a certain point in the year, man, I was looking at my math grades and I was like, like I was like, damn, I might end up failing this year. I might not be able to graduate. Like that's what I was focusing on. Like I might be really good with words, but math has never been my strong suit ever.
Come to numbers, it's kryptonite, huh?
Man, what? Multiplication table. It hurts.
Y'all can't see him grabbing his chest and everything, man. That's just, just doing a bunch of shit. How much of that you use nowadays?
Little to none.
Yeah. You use the Pythagorean theorem?
Nigga, I wrote a bar about a Pythagorean theorem, but I didn't use it.
That's such a shame. We're only using it in raps and stuff now. I mean, have you ever solved for pie since high school? Not get a slice of pie.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna segue into a joke. Yeah, I ate a slice of pie. Like, I mean, I solved my hunger.
Yeah, like it's just it's so much stuff. But so Natalia.
Yeah, just Natalia. Then it was Amber. I mean, I still had a slight crush on Tamara and shit. Cause in high school, like that's when she left.
Okay.
And then I kind of like stopped talking to her for a little while because like we kind of lost contact and shit.
Okay.
Then after that, it was just like it was simple shit. Like certain females would just like catch my eye, but it wouldn't like really lead to anything as far as like me really liking them.
Okay.
I mean, I still believe that certain females were like cute. Like I remember I had a class in like 11th grade and shit like. And Nicole Green was in the like she was around that time she was in the 10th and shit. Like
very nice.
She was cute.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like her. But I can still admit that she was gorgeous.
Yeah. Shout out Nicole. Hey Nikki.
And then that year, I think Aunt dated her.
That not your senior year.
Yeah, that was just 11th grade.
Yeah, that was our senior year.
Yeah, y'all senior year. Like Aunt dated her that year.
Yeah.
And then like as far as like senior years go, like it was only a certain amount of females that I really, really liked. But with me, it was like I really couldn't care less.
Right. Right.
Like, I'm just worrying about what the fuck I'm gonna do after high school. Like that was like my main focus.
Gotcha.
But after high school though, you definitely jump into that. But before that, we need to know about the situation between you and Amber. What the hell happened, bro?
All right, so before we leave high school, this was my 12th grade year, and I kind of liked Amber. Like, even though my big crush in that class was Anaya, Amber, they was like a 1A, 1B situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is around the time, probably towards the end of the year, maybe the middle to end, and you remember Darkman was playing football?
Yeah.
And so he was announcing like what college he was going to play football for.
Mm-hmm.
So they got like ESPN here at Forrestville and shit like that. So
Yeah.
Me, all the attention is like on him. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about nothing else but him. So, you know, me, I decide, like, you know what? I'm going to leave school early today. Go to McDonald's, give me like 2 sandwiches, some fries, go to 7-Eleven, give me an Arizona.
That was the move.
I'm going home, play me some video games. Half a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm about to finish up high school. I deserve this.
Yeah, my man got the whole moves planned out, bro.
Planned out. So, for some reason, even though people used to plan how to leave school, it really wasn't complicated. You just walk out the front door. You know how these people used to plan, like, yeah, we're going to go through the side door by G level. We're going to come out this way, that way, hit the cut. Me, I walked out the front door.
Oh, I got a story for y'all, bro. That's gonna be, it's gonna be like later on in like further podcasts. But bro, I got a story like that.
So I walk out the front door, and obviously Amber must have had the same idea. And at this time, she was even more cooler because she was driving. You know how it is when you're driving in high school and shit. So she's driving. You know what I'm saying? And so you know how when you come out of Forestburg, you got to go up the big hill, down the hill, and then up a hill, and then you make it to, Pennsylvania Avenue. So I'm walking up the hill, the big hill, and, you know, I guess, I don't know if she lives right there, somewhere right there. So she pulls up next to me, like, hey, you want to ride? And I was like, yeah. So she said, where you going? And I said, to the McDonald's. And she was like, the one up the street? And I was like, yeah. And so, mind you, it's dry cool. It's a little windy, you know. So this ride could be clutch, even if it's just up the street to the light. You know what I'm saying? Like you're cutting off like a portion of this walk that I'm about to make.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like any type of help is welcome.
It's welcome, right? So it's like she's like, oh yeah, all right, cool, I'll take you. And bruh, I took like 3 steps towards the car, and she sped off on me. So at this point, I'm thinking like, you know, she just joking. You know, she gonna turn around and come pick me up and shit. So I stood there for a few minutes, and she didn't ever come back. So when they hit the 10-minute mark, I'm like, it's been 10 minutes. She ain't came back. That bitch, you know, excuse my language, because I know she might hear this because we gonna tag her and shit. But that female be tripping. Like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
my
instead
God.
of so I walked back down the hill, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the cut instead. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up taking the cut. You know, like I'm a cut time off this walk regardless. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was. I wonder if she gonna remember that. I hope she remember that, because that's something funny that we could both laugh at nowadays.
Ew.
I hated her at the moment. Like, damn, Slim, because, you know, coming back to class, like, damn, Slim, you gonna pull off on me? Like, I'm talking about like skeet too, like, you know what I'm saying? like real live that though, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Slim, you just gonna pull off on me like that?
Yeah, I can see if you were standing there with like an axe in your hand. This shit was like, can I get a ride?
Can I get you know what I'm saying? I got you something from McDonald's and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but.
Shit. Yo, you could have finessed a meal out of nigga, bro.
Man, facts, like. But yeah, that's a story.
It never gets old.
It never
gets old.
It never. I wish we had cameras back then, and we was like doing YouTube and stuff back then, because some of those situations would have been super classic to record, and
we might even make a skit about that one day.
Yeah. Sneak back into the Ville.
Nah,
well, there by the Ville.
No, we're not sneaking in the damn Ville.
Oh yeah, I can't have that on the podcast. Yeah, we're definitely not sneaking into the Ville to make videos. We're definitely not doing that.
Oh yeah, like you making it completely obvious.
But like, when I say that, I'm just saying it for the podcast, just to jazz it up, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I'm never bringing you to court with me. You gonna get my ass caught for something.
Yeah, look, I got the big eyes. Like, we're definitely not doing that. Definitely.
Nah. Sitting there pointing at me with your lips. Like,
Hey, right quick before we leave high school, right? You know who I always thought was like fine as fuck? Even now, like like it could segue into like now, because she's still like fine as fuck.
Who?
You know a chick named Marquita?
Ooh, what's her last name?
Oh no, I think it's green. I think it's green.
I might know who you talking about. Like, if I saw the face, then I'll probably be able to tell you. Yeah, but
All right, so why I'm gonna segue into you. You can talk about chicks you know you like now, and while you doing that, I'm gonna search and see if I got a picture. I never told her. I've told her a few times I think she's the finest chick in the world, but I've never told her that. I don't have a crush on her for real, but you know, she just fine as fuck. Yeah,
Like,
just fine as a fuck. I'm gonna keep saying it till you start talking.
I know,
she's
but
fine as fuck.
Son, like, I'm just sitting there trying to fathom, like, how many times were you planning on saying that before I was gonna start?
What? That she's fine as fuck?
Yeah, bro. Like, how many compliments you gonna give her?
I don't know.
Like, this might be the rest of the video. I mean, the rest of the whole podcast is gonna be like, she's fine as fuck. That's all you gonna hear.
I'm just gonna randomly say it. Like from here on out, I'm just gonna randomly blurt out, Marquita's just fine as fuck. You know.
I don't think the audience gonna like that, but I guess we could we can let it slide for one podcast.
It's not my problem.
Damn, bro. But
let's segue. Let's
segue, bro.
To the chicks that we feeling right now.
Well, I ain't gonna say feeling right now, because I'm not really feeling nobody right now. But I'm talking after high school though.
This nigga.
After high school, I didn't like I had a brief stint where I like Ashley Proctor, remember glasses from I mean she like when she was in school she was like really quiet, really closed off. I mean we were still friends back then. We would talk about like pretty much down there anything. Like we was friends on MySpace. Hitting each other up on MySpace.
Oh, yeah, real connection.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like
it's real. Hey, if y'all was friends on MySpace, that's real right there. People don't know that. Yeah. Anybody you was friends with on MySpace, you had a real connection with.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about that like in one podcast. Yeah, the MySpace days.
Yeah, facts.
But
I missed that.
Yeah, like we would talk on MySpace, like, and then that segued into like talking on Facebook, like Facebook Messenger. Then eventually, like she gave me a number, and we would text like all the time.
Okay.
And I think it was a stint from like maybe 2009 all the way till about 2012.
Okay.
Like we was talking like damn near like daily. And I think this was around the time where, like, cause we was like real cool. We were like close, like friends. Like we weren't like trying to jump into anything else.
Right.
So she was dating somebody at the time, and I ain't want to like overstep no boundaries and no shit like that. So you know, you definitely don't want to do no boundaries shit like that.
I guess.
Oh, this man, dog.
Man, I'm gonna try my hand. I got a crush. I'm gonna try my hands, man. Break up the happy home.
Yeah, it's not that. That's not my MO, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's what
make the podcast sweet, man. The two different, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's not my forte, bro. If she taking, then that off limits, bro. Like regardless of like if you got a boyfriend or anything of that nature, like anything that takes you off the market, so to speak. Like I respect that.
Okay.
Abe a little bit different.
Yeah. Me, you gotta be taken by a nigga that I know. If I don't know the nigga, I'm trying my hands, man. You got a happy home, and gonna have to prove it. It better not be no chinks in the armor. Better not be no
Toxic Teddy.
Yeah, has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Like my man, like he done took off like the jersey my man got on the bear fur.
All right, so this was 2009 and 2012.
And then I remember I had like after that, I was working at Target.
Okay.
Like for like this is like in between for.
Okay.
Cause I started working at Target like 2009 when I was like 19.
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, I was 18 when I started, so it was like 2000, like late 2018, leading into like 2020.
Okay.
I mean 2009 and shit.
Okay.
So I was working at Target and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the girls at Target look like, bro.
Yes, I can vouch for that. Target has some of the baddest females in the world.
Yeah, like the one in Forestville, like the Forestville gym.
Yes, Forestville, Maryland.
We ain't gonna say like all of them, but the one in Forestville
Yeah.
is like, one day you show up, you got a Meg Thee Stallion.
Facts.
Another day you show up, then you you fuck around, you got an old old version Lisa Ray and shit.
Yeah, or it's a Maya or Tamala Jones. It's something they might have them all on the same day too.
Man, no bullshit.
And I'm just walking around window shopping for I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? But because they so bad, I'm walking around. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm not broke with these words I can say to you.
Facts. Facts.
My verbiage is definitely up there.
Super facts.
But yeah, when I was working at Target and shit, it was like, man, I had a crush on like first day. Like she ended up being one of my best friends and shit.
What was that?
Like Jatoni, kind of like that. She ended up being like one of my best friends.
Okay.
I ended up having we had a friendship. Like she would literally like come over my house. We in the house playing video games, like consistently. We over there like I got my Xbox 360 set up. Man, we in there got playing the old Streets of Rage when it came out on the Xbox 360. We playing that junk.
Wow.
Like she was one of them cool females that you want to like be around. Like she'll play video games.
Right.
Like she'll hang out with you.
Right.
And do damn near everything that a dude would want to do.
Right.
I mean, she wasn't really like big on sports or anything like that, but I mean that's cool. Like she's cool with like every other thing that dudes like to do.
Right.
Like she was like a fan of like rock music and shit like that. She used to be like sort of like emo and shit like that. So I was all right, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
Like she was like the goth type.
Right.
But she was also thicker than the motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Top heavy, bottom heavy. Like looked like Pocahontas.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah. So
I can just
and then she had the really long hair back then. The shit was like almost all the way to like the middle of her back and shit, like long straight hair.
I'm visualizing that right now.
Yeah, bro, like she was gorgeous, and then the fact that she was short too. Like I was a big fan of smaller girls.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of short girls.
She was like 5'1" or some shit like that.
Got you.
And then top it all, like she was cool.
Right.
And that's what made me really want to like be like around her a lot, is because of that friendship and shit. Like I told you beforehand, like in the podcast before, like if I feel as though I could be friends with you on a regular basis,
right,
then is more than likely I'm going to like you more because of that.
Got you.
Because I'm looking for somebody that I can be friends with.
Got you.
Why not try and jump the gun with somebody who I'm already friends with?
Right.
Like that should be how it starts off anyway. But I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I had a crush on her for I say like 2 years. Like 2 years. Because we working in the same place. I'm seeing her majority of the time.
Right.
And it's just like, what else can I do?
Right.
What else can I do? Like, I'm seeing you at work. I'm seeing you off work. I talk to you on the phone.
Right.
Like we're pretty much around each other a lot anyway.
Right.
So, and then you're looking at somebody that looks the way that she looks. It's just like, it's not even just a physical thing anymore. It's like mentally, like you're already here.
Right.
In my head, like you're already there.
Right.
And then when I ended up leaving Target, we were still like really close friends afterwards. Like she'll walk from, like, you know, over there by like Andrews Air Force Base where they got those apartments.
Yeah.
She would walk from there to my house.
Tripping.
She would walk from there to my house and we can hang out. I was like, that's love right there. That's love right there.
Real love.
Yeah, I remember one day, like, we was walking together. Like, we was walked from Pima up the street past the Target.
Okay.
Then walked even further down to like towards the like, what was it? It was like where the Giant is. Well, yeah, over there, like right there towards where the Giant is on Silver Hill.
Okay, got you.
So we were walking for a long time.
Right.
And then we ended up catching the bus back. and all of that. That was like one of like the very few times that I actually caught the bus. She paid for me to get on the jump.
Right.
Oh, so that's love right there.
Right.
Like that's a friend for your ass right there.
Right.
So that made me like the person even more. If you're willing to do stuff like that, just out of the blue, like I'm gonna go all out.
Right.
So I never really told her how I felt ever, because back then I was I was real insecure and I ain't feel as though like people ever like me and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I had a lot of stuff I was going through.
Right.
And granted, so did she, but it's just like.
So do you still in contact with her nowadays? Like,
I mean, I haven't talked to her in a break. I ain't gonna hold you because
Facebook?
I don't work at
I mean, I
she
know
don't
that,
have a
but
face. She don't have a Facebook. She don't like no social medias or nothing like that.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
like she's real like to herself. So that's another thing. And I did like get in contact with her like a little like sometimes like because my mom works there still.
Right.
And she'll be like working overnight or something like that, and like she'll just randomly pop up on the phone and say like some real stupid shit, and then like we're still cool. Like if I was to see her right now, like it'll probably be like, oh, I never left.
Right. Which is how it should be with a true friendship.
Yeah.
I mean, so what about now? I know you said
as of right now, it's
like 2020, like December 2020. What's
in December 2020. I really don't know, bro. It's like there's nobody like really on my radar. I just stopped talking.
Nobody pique your interest, tickle your fancy, like.
First and foremost, ain't nobody tickling any fancies over here. Like y'all can keep the fancy tickling to yourself. Yeah, but I've been like real closed off into myself, just trying to work on me in general. Cause if I want to jump into a relationship, I want to make sure that I'm right. Like if I'm not, like if I feel as though I'm not right, then I'm not right for you.
Right.
So I mean, I do feel as though I can work my way into a relationship as of right now because of the way I think.
Right.
But I'm not going to like go out of my way to actually like really look at people in a certain way because I feel as though I just need to grow more.
Facts. I agree. Like especially because we deal with so much. We dealing with so much right now. Anyways, like a relationship would take away a lot of that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and especially with things starting to look up the way that they're,
Yeah.
So while you were doing that, I found the picture. So let me just say this for the one time. Monkey this fine as fuck.
I'm completely obvious.
While I'm going over what I've been up to since high school, here's the picture. There you go. Good catch. You remember her?
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah. Just fine as fuck. Just.
And then she has that grown woman look. Like even back then, she had a grown woman.
Facts. And she has like, I'm not even gonna say it, but
yeah,
she's very top heavy.
Yeah. That's a very polite way of putting it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been working, I've been improving. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fresh out of high school, I was super mingling around. Didn't have no crushes or nothing. I ended up getting into a relationship 2008. So from 2008 to like 2013, the relationship I was in, that was my crush, my baby mother. So from 2013, I ain't really have like no crushes. I would have to speed it up a little bit to probably like, I don't know, 2017 probably, and that's kind of when I started crushing on, the chick I just been randomly blurting out throughout this podcast. I mean, I ain't gonna say crushing, but it would probably be more so lust than the crush. You know what I'm saying? So
man, the way you make it seem more like a marriage proposal through a podcast.
No, I want to do the marriage thing. I don't know. She wouldn't marry me anyway. I don't even talk to her. I've never even hardly talked to her either. Like this is just sheer Like, we got a bunch of mutual friends, and I'm just
never say never, bro.
I mean, if I was to see her right now, I would do some dumb shit. You know me, bro. Like, but I have told her that she's fine as fuck, and that I've definitely told her that, a couple of times. So whether she believes me or not is on her. But I'm not even sure if I'm gonna tag her in this because I don't know if I want her to like hear this, like me too.
I mean, her name's in it. You might as well.
I mean, I don't. That's doing too much though. I done 10 times already. Make that 11 because she fine as fuck. But
oh my goodness.
Yeah, she definitely one of the ones. As of right now, I'm not really crushing on nobody. Like I am crushing on two people, but they didn't go to Forestville or nothing.
I mean, it don't matter. Like, neither did the girls that worked at Target. It doesn't matter if they went to Forestville.
All right, well, we say that. Man, it's this chick that I did a photo shoot with, and her name is Genesis Hayes. And
that's her real name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And man, when I say it looks like she fell from heaven, this chick looks like she fell from heaven, bro. And she all nice and sweet. You know how girls be like, they look too good and they too nice, so it make you back away because you know some funny shit with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever glittering.
Yeah, like you look too good and you way too nice. Let me back away from this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's like one of those types. I'll show you her picture at the conclusion of the podcast. But her, and I know you seen who I posted for the Women Crush Wednesday the other day.
It depends. Like, you post quite a few.
She had the red. Yeah.
See, you post a bunch of Women Crush Wednesdays.
She was, but the latest
mostly
one,
Courtney.
Yeah, well, I definitely, she's definitely gonna be mentioned too, but she gets a special segment. So I was gonna.
Why? Because
she's Courtney. Like that's, and plus she show love too. So she can get anyway.
She shares one of your stories.
Mike Hayden, hate alert.
She shares one of your stories, and all of a sudden,
hate alert.
She shared the stories of like every single person that did the.
But she could have skipped mine though. That's the whole. You know what I'm saying? She took her time.
Any glimmer of hope is good for you.
Hey, we talked about that the last part. Hey, hopeless. No matter how hopeless it is, slum.
The quest for Courtney.
The quest for coming soon. I might start that this weekend, man. I ain't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She gonna show love.
Courtney, at least if you hearing this.
Yeah, like, she's a very talented actor, model, entrepreneur,
YouTuber, Instagram personality.
Just right from the gates of heaven. That's these last couple of chicks just straight from the gates of heaven. Like, but yeah, the girl that I posted, her name is Sierra, but her nickname is Shanira, which is Shine Era but put together.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you separate it, it's Shine Era because her name is Sierra, but she's an artist, a dancer, a radio host, which I have a soft spot for. I have a soft spot for radio hosts, female radio hosts.
Really good resume.
Yeah, very good resume. She's a very hard worker, part-time comedian. That's not something she's into, but she does it here and there for other people, you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong at all. You know, hopefully she comes work with me one day.
I mean, if she did the photo shoot, did she do a photo shoot with you?
No, that was the Genesis chick.
Oh.
And every picture that I took, I was damn near passing out because she is so fine. Like she was.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna show you like when we finish this, John, and it's just like, wow. Anyways, that brings me to Courtney Elise, my future wife, the mother of my unborn children. Like,
well, like the outside of like the 15 or so you already
got. Yeah, but you know she VIP. You know what I'm saying? She get first dibs. Like, if y'all know who Courtney Elise is, go look her up. She's just God given right from heaven. Like, this, Jesus Christ. It don't like some of these chicks need to be like scientifically tested because it doesn't make any sense how good they be looking.
You gonna have to take it from Cornell, bro.
I smack right out of Cornell. That's my man.
That.
Real stand up funny guy. But you know what I'm saying. I go to war for mine, man. And then I'll tell you, we gotta plan a trip to Cali or something, man. And I'm telling you, as soon as we touch down, call a couple of my bros that live out there, check in. And then I'm with Courtney, Slim. Courtney, you know what I'm saying? I might holler at Big Ja. I'm trying to shoot. What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? I could be one of the little dumb characters or all that, Rontavious or, whatever you got going. But I'm like, yo, hey, Ja, hey, call Cornell for me, Slim. Call like Cornell, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cornell was good, bro. Yeah, nah, I ain't trying to hear all that. Yeah, hey, where Courtney at? You know what I'm saying? And make up a Courtney, Woo!
Probably go pass the fuck out. You probably ain't gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, I might. I know I'm gonna be sweating. I sweat when I get around like the chicks I really like. I be sweating profusely.
So,
I probably would be stuttering and shit too.
So, I don't even think you'd be able to contain yourself. Really.
I don't think I wouldn't either. But it's only one way to find out, and find out we shall.
Bro, you know what? Like off of that, I never mentioned one other person.
Oh, you got? Who you got?
One other person. I actually told you about her because like, she wants to do the shoot. I mean, not the shoot, but she wants to do the short film with us. That the one that I have coming up, and her name is Shabria. Back in the Target days, bro. When I tell you that I have never met a spirit like that since, I'm not lying to you. Like a person that has like the beauty, the brains, and the aura. Like you can't beat it.
Facts.
And she was just an anomaly. Like that's the only way you can describe her. Like she's a glitch in the Matrix.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
She reminds you of a young Erykah Badu.
Okay.
And she was gorgeous. Like she wasn't like stacked like you see a whole bunch of other females. Like she didn't have to be. Like
Facts.
she was filled out in the right ways, but she just had the natural aura just to draw you in. It wasn't even the fact that she was pretty. It was just something that had to, like, it just pulled you. It was like a gravitational pull.
Right.
And I remember one day we were working and we were in the break. Matter of fact, I was at work and we were in the break room. And this was like right off of lunch. I have no idea how this happened.
Okay.
We're all walking back to where we're supposed to be at. And it's like a bunch of people like surrounding her and stuff, like just walking with her. And I just so happened to be one of them. I didn't know why.
Right.
I had no idea why. And I was just thinking to myself, like, why am I like why am I around her? And then it took me a while for me to really grasp this. This is like after I like started doing like my meditation and all that other stuff like later on in life, and I realized that this person has a positive aura that I wanted to be around because it kind of connected with me.
Right.
And that positive aura is like it creates like that gravitational pull to where you just need to be around it. And I know that a lot of people have that, but they don't know it yet. She had it. She knew it. But it's just like she wasn't cocky about it. Like her personality was complete opposite of what you see people being when they're really pretty. Like the real uppity and all that other stuff like that. They're not that.
Right. Facts.
So
which makes them already go from being super sexy to like 10 times more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can't get any better than what you are. But shit, you're making it hard for me to think that you can't.
Right. Right.
Like anything's possible. Like the sky is the limit when I looked at somebody that like her. Like
right.
She had that aura. She had the looks, she had the mindset. And at the same time, she was just like an around the way type of person.
Right.
Like she had the normal like DMV type of slang that we carry ourselves. Like we have that certain dialect that we have.
Okay.
Like we all talk a certain way, and she has that.
Right.
So she's relatable. And it doesn't make her like less of what she is. It makes her even more enhanced because you can relate to her. Because
Right.
she doesn't feel as though like she's better than you off bucks.
Right.
Like she don't give off the vibe. And then she's pro-black. So come on, bro. Pro-black. Like what more do you want?
Yeah, that's dope.
What more do you want? So I had a crush on her for quite a while and shit. It's around the same time I had a crush on Tony, and like we were working in the exact same situation. Like she worked in the back room, like Sabria worked in the back room. Tony worked in like the clothes section, and I worked over in like the hardline section where all of the like more in heavier stuff is.
Got you.
So I got two people that I really, really like. One because of the aura, and the other one is just because of the friendship. And it's just like, it's clashing.
Right. Right.
It was clashing, but it's like I spent more time with Jatoni than I did with Shabria, because Shabria was in the back room. But it didn't make her any less of a friend. I loved her. Like, not even the fact that I wanted to date her, loved her. I loved her for the fact of who she was. So that was like one of the big crushes I had. Like, I don't know, like even right now, like I don't know, like maybe I might have like a slight crush on Sabria, like right now, slight,
Okay.
very slight, like maybe like abysmal and shit. But if I was to see her again, it'll probably kind of elevate and shit because the aura will show up again.
Right.
And that was what the draw was. It was the aura.
Right.
So yeah, that might have been like the gap and shit. Like that might have been my 2020 crush, and then like another one I missed off.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I know it was something. I had to be something. You could just be around females and then not have a slight crush on.
But I wasn't even around her though.
Hey, hold on right quick. My kitty, you fine spot. All right, but anyways, you just can't. You know, I knew you had somebody in 2020. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I want to take a look at this right quick.
It wasn't 100% though. Like you make it seem.
That's a bad throw. My bad.
Yeah, that was a bad throw. Like,
that was my bad.
Now the phone's on the floor and it's gonna stay there to the end of the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just wanted you to see Genesis.
Like,
it's a verse out of the Bible, right?
Dude,
get the phone, bro. Get the phone.
I'm not gonna get the phone until the end of the podcast.
I need to see your reaction on air. You know what I'm saying, like,
bro.
We can wait.
I just don't feel like getting up.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Well, we can't wrap up. We're at the 54-minute mark. So,
yeah.
You wanna? Who are you? Are you Mike today? Are you Tony Michaels? Or
I'm whatever. I'm whatever they want me to be. I'm Tony Michaels or I'm Mike. Whichever one you feel as though you want to call me, I'm all for it. Like Ave, on the other hand, like you got to catch him in certain moments.
Yeah, this is Toxic Teddy.
Yeah,
Avery, the Bear.
It just depends on which person you catch and what time he's on that day.
I mean, I know one thing though, Makita fine as fuck, but yeah, right now, I was toxic earlier in the podcast. Right now, I'm just Ave, cooler, and yeah, these podcasts we've been knocking these out, man. These been have fun.
Yeah, they have, bro. Like, it's good to get like a lot of the things that we talk about, like sort of documented.
Yeah,
because we do have like some really like deeper conversations, and it didn't have to be like anything too like out there. It could just be simple shit. Like we could have a conversation about like music or about sports or something like that, and it'll go on for hours. And then to have something like this, to where you have it documented, and then we can just let people listen in on it. Like, because a lot of these podcasts, like, even though we do like slide in the fuckery, we can like talk about some real knowledgeable stuff. Just like how I was Like just like how Ava will mention like certain things, and then I'll mention certain things that are knowledgeable, like within like a fuckery podcast or
Right.
just a whole podcast of nothing but knowledgeable stuff. So it it's all about the people listening for real, for real. Like, cause I know for a fact that even if you can like touch somebody as far as your words, like you're pretty much you're set. Like you don't have to worry about like feeling like bad about your own words,
Right.
really, because like we do have situations where we are talking about like some tomfoolery,
Right. Right.
but within that, like I said, we still have the knowledge, and you
Of
can
course.
pick that up if you want to. Well, if you like for real, you're probably gonna pick it up.
Yeah, more than
But
likely.
when we do stuff like this, it just makes it so like at a certain point somebody can like really jump off and like jump off of a podcast and then possibly apply something that we talked about, or just reflect and say, oh, maybe I could do something differently, or maybe I could just listen to this a couple more times and maybe I can get it. Like
Right.
this everything's a learning experience. Even with me in general, I prefer just learning from anything.
Right.
And people, like, there are people who do adopt that lifestyle of just trying to learn things. So stuff like this can be somewhat of a positive outlook on life and shit. Like someone could probably look at this and it could cure their depression.
Right. Yeah. And any form of entertainment is always, good for the soul. So
Exactly.
no matter what you're going through, we're here for you. And always remember, Makita's fine as fuck.
So just press the damn button.
All right. He got the gun back to my head, y'all. All right. And we out.